Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
There you go.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to air one out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Third and long for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. A very solid gain of 27. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Here's Riddick. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw, Stafford. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Go, get out there, get out there. Start there, over here. Start there.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Go, get out there. Hey, 47. 41's the whip. 36.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Switch, hey. You got 46. 26.
The give is to Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
You go 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And they'll run it here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Monday. Zero.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go, man. Pick it up. Double right. Three down.
On second down, here's Stafford. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Okay, baby, I see you.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check 3. Ready. Quick. Watch the whip.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Hurry! Hey, 50 to Mike.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hey, 47. Here you go.
Prescott on first down. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21's the whip. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Here you go. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
46. Go, get out there, get out there. 26.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go to Elliott again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Elliott. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Got it. Hey, 47. 26. 26.
Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff left to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tavon Austin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
32.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
54. Go to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Kill. Gun. Here we go. 46. Switch and air. Take it.
Prescott from the gun. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Get out there.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Here we go. 46. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
46. Switch and hey. Hey, we're going right there.
Throwing. Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Prescott now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
46.
And again, it's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So here come the Lions now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff working right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
On the ball, on the ball.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go play action here on first down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
46. Good. We go 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Sweat. Hey, we're going right there. 26.
first down. Prescott. Flush to his right. Fighting through. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Well, that second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Coming now.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
21. 4 down. Check. Set. 180.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 1st down at Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing again at Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. Space to run past the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously, Charles. Two, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field, so they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Theo Riddick with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, gun.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Able to get away. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Cowboys on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here you go. Watch the slant. Wait, here we go. 47.
Prescott to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellows got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On the ball, on the ball.
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
22.
Back to throw. And he locates Luke Wilson. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Flushed out, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Hey, 47.
Prescott. He finds an opening past the 40. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
47. 26.
And 1 second remains. They just do spike it in time. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Gun. Gun. 26.
Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to the exits, and I think they'll probably be muttering a few choice words along the way, too. How did that happen?
I don't know. They certainly thought overtime was on the horizon, bracing for overtime. We were, too, and we may want to wait a little bit before heading for the exits, let that parking lot clear out a bit.
Maybe there's a later flight we can catch.
That might be a good idea. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click.